This is my basic everyday carry, the absolute essentials I rely on day in and day out. Let's take a look. Hey everyone, I'm JimBob and welcome to JimBob's EDC, where I share everyday carry setups, gear reviews, pocket dumps and more. All real gear for real urban life, because what you carry carries you. I'm not into outdoorsism, survival or bushcraft, but if you're into urban EDC knives, multi-tools, watches, flashlights, pouches and kits, or just like seeing what people actually carry, you're in the right place. Links to everything shown down in the description. First up, the watch. I have a few watches at much lower price points, but my go-to premium timepiece is this, the ROLEX Submariner. For me, a quality watch isn't just about telling the time, it's about how it makes you feel. There's something good about glancing at a beautifully engineered piece of kit on your wrist. So much nicer than getting your phone out of your pocket to check the time. It adds a sense of confidence, a reminder you are carrying a classic. Something built to last, something for which you have worked hard for to buy. I picked this up when working in the Middle East. Even there, with a multitude of Rolex outlets, the Submariner was impossible to find. So when I spotted one at the airport, despite running late for my flight, I took the decision to grab it. It wasn't cheap, but it turns out it has been a great investment, and more importantly, it's a great watch. It both looks and feels fantastic. Next, my phone, and I'm currently using the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. This is my digital hub. Communications, photos, maps, payments, administration for home, work and business, everything runs through it. I was an Apple user from my early smartphone days, but gave Android a go after Apple's prices started to soar. After trialing Android with the Samsung Note 9, I moved to Google and have been really pleased with their phones ever since. I find the camera in particular exceptional, and with all my work being in Google Drive, it's a powerful and convenient mobile workhorse. I pair it up with the Google Pixel Buds, just the basic version. It means I can jump on a call, listen to music, or catch a podcast without missing a beat. I'm still wary of them dropping out and getting lost or broken, which is why I've only invested in the basic model, and I still carry this rather battered pair of Google's wired headphones as a backup, especially on long days when the Buds charge may drop. Keys are a hassle unless you tame them, and that's where the Orbitkey Organiser comes in. I like to carry as few keys as possible, and this little gadget keeps everything streamlined with no jangling in the pocket. To keep them secure, I've added a dedicated tile tracker for my keys into this little Osprey pouch. I keep the keys and car fob, if I'm carrying it, together and secure in the pouch, knowing that if needed, I can track the location through the Life 360 app. Peace of mind in your carry is worth its weight in gold. The pouch also contains a small Victorinox Swiss Army knife, which includes a small blade and scissors. For health and fitness, I've gone with this Oura ring. I tried an Apple Watch once in the early days, but never got into them, preferring as I do a traditional watch. I also tried things like Fitbit and other trackers, but didn't like wearing another band or watch-like device on the wrist. The Oura ring is discreet and lightweight and blends effortlessly with my other wearables. It gives loads of useful information such as sleep, resilience, readiness and stress, with tips on recovery and improvement, as well as activity tracking. Much as I love the benefits of technology, I also carry a couple of Moleskine Cahier notebooks in a simple leather cover. It wasn't expensive and is weathering nicely. There's space for 2 notebooks as well as payment or business cards. It's perfect for jotting down ideas, notes or reminders the old school way, especially as in some of my work environments, mobile phones are not permitted. And to go with it, the Parker Jotter is a classic, durable and reliable pen that writes really well. They're also very affordable. I personally prefer the slightly but not much more expensive stainless steel versions. There's just something satisfying about having pen and paper as a backup to the phone. Although my prescription is borderline, I do find that a pair of inexpensive, off-the-shelf reading glasses make life optically easier as I hurl headlong into my 50s. And only costing a couple of pounds, I don't worry too much about losing or sitting on them. Depending on what I'm doing, where I'm going outside of work, I will generally have some wearables. Usually either these beads from a holiday in Cambodia, this leather bracelet from a holiday in South Africa, and closer to home, this leather bracelet from Bertie's of Bay, a clothing brand I like, inspired by the seafarers and fishermen of Robin Hood's Bay and the North Yorkshire coast. For many, a wallet is an essential part of everyday carry, and I'm no different. I've always carried a wallet in the past, but recently with technology, my wallet has evolved and I am now firmly in the Google Wallet, Google Pay world these days. However, I do carry this, an alpaca zip pouch, which does have a part wallet function, as it contains a physical credit card as well as some emergency cash, just in case my phone is lost, stolen, loses charge, or stops working for whatever reason. However, there is a lot more in this EDC pouch, which I will cover in the next video, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So that's my everyday carry. Simple, functional, and each item adds something real to my daily life. The point of EDC isn't to overload yourself, but to carry what makes you prepared, confident, and ready to take on the day. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is there anything you'd change, anything you'd add? What's the one item that you wouldn't leave home without? And if you've got this far, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this quick look at my basic carry, hit that like button. A subscribe would be amazing. And I will see you on the next one.